So Brittany is located in western France. It's that peninsula that sticks out of France. By train, you're from Paris maybe an hour and a half west to get to the capital called Rennes. Brittany is a Celtic region of France, so has more in common with Ireland, Scotland, and Wales than France itself. BREIZH Amerika builds bridges between Brittany, France, and the USA. And when we were looking for places to say, hey, where can we really build durable links with the US from Brittany, Louisiana made perfect sense. There are a lot of similarities, but there's a strong history that ties us together. A lot of people who are from Louisiana have origins from Brittany, France. One of the first governors of Louisiana was a Breton man, and there's a long list of historical ties.
There's also the whole Audubon, John James Audubon. His parents were both from Brittany, France originally. And of course everyone knows Audubon and the work that he did with the wildlife and the birds that he drew.
But also if you look, 200,000 people speak Cajun, French, Creole here in Louisiana. In Brittany, 200,000 people speak Breton. So language loss is something that ties us together. So strong identity, strong culture, language, all of those things tie us together. So we decided to bring a delegation here to Louisiana, a cultural and economic delegation, and see what kind of bridges we can build. This week we traveled to New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette and Scott. We had an economic and cultural delegations.
Members, the guests that I'm about to introduce, I'll bet they traveled farther to be here today than any other guests that we're going to have today. It was a pleasure to be able to host a lunch today for our visitors from Brittany, France. It's my hope that from this brief luncheon that we could develop some strategies, some networking, some business plans that'll be mutually beneficial for the people from South Louisiana and the people from Brittany, France.
We got to talking about the way different fisheries are harvested and shipped out, and we'd love to have them come back. I think they're planning a trip in the fall, and we're looking forward to bringing them down along our coastline and show them how we harvest seafood and how we go about processing and shipping out as well.
So there were business meetings, there were concerts all week in different cities. We're also doing a collaboration between American musicians and Breton musicians. We'll call it a secret sauce of traditions and of music's meeting and then sharing with everybody.
The final stop of the tour was at the Galerie Acadie and the Beaucajun Gallery in Scott, Louisiana. Breton food was sampled, and audience members got to participate in traditional dances from both sides of the Atlantic with music from the BREIZH AMERIKA Collective.
Traditional Brittany music and traditional Cajun music have a lot of similarities. They may not be the same, but they're almost distant cousins in a way.
If I was to compare the traditions of Louisiana and traditions of Brittany, we find a lot of the same instruments. We find a lot of the same joie de vivre, that desire to have a good time and share it with others. And that's something I find in Brittany and I find in Louisiana too. The dancing, the fun, the music all together, you just can't not have a good time.
For more information on the group and their activities, visit BREIZHAmerica.com.